Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Arvin Liliana from class 33, 6825 with SID 33220021. So today I'm going to present the important topic in syntax, is the deep structure and surface structure. So this is the final project of syntax. Okay, next. So the first topic is deep structure. The definition deep structure is the abstract level of syntactic representation that conveys the core meaning relation of a sentence. The concept was introduced by Noam Chomsky in his Transformational Generative Grammar in 1965, where he emphasized that all sentences begin from a universal deep structure before being transformed. The purpose is the first is to represent meaning logically and semantically. Second is acts as the input for transformational rules and reveals the underlying syntactic relationship between elements in a sentence. For example, passive sentence. The surface structure is the cake was eaten by the boy, and the structure, the boy ate the cake. The deep structure reflects the true agent, yaitu the boy and the action. The passive voice is generated by applying pacification rules on this base structure. So this is the base structure rules. Jadi ini adalah strukturnya, yaitu ada sentence. Sentence itu terdiri dari NP atau non phrase dan juga VP atau verb phrase. NP itu dibagi menjadi determine dan noun, sedangkan VP itu dibagi menjadi verb dan noun phrase. For example, sentence-nya adalah the boy ate the cake. Jadi NP-nya itu atau noun phrase-nya itu adalah the boy, and verb phrase-nya itu adalah ate. Kemudian verb phrase itu dibagi lagi menjadi NP. NP-nya adalah the cake. So the deep structure-nya itu adalah the boy ate the cake. So this is the more example. The first is negation. The deep structure-nya itu adalah she will go. Surface structure-nya she will not go. Kemudian ada yes or no question. Deep structure-nya she is living. Surface structure-nya itu is she living? And WH question. Deep structure-nya itu you are eating what? And surface structure-nya itu what are you eating? All this start with deep structure transformed into usable surface form. So deep structure and ambiguity. Okay. Deep structure also help us understand ambiguity. Oke, jadi contohnya itu kalimat playing plans can be dangerous. Jadi ini ada dua arti bisa diinterpretasikan menjadi dua kemungkinan, yaitu playing plans means the act of playing, or playing plans means plans that fly. Jadi kedua versi ini tuh terdengar sama, tapi mereka itu deep structure-nya itu berbeda. Jadi kenapa belajar deep structure itu sangat penting, because it helps clarify meaning where the surface form is confusing. Next is theoretical significance. Deep structure is what? Okay, deep structure is a fundamental idea in transformational grammar. It shows that sentence form and meaning are separate, and we need transformation to connect them. So this concept is useful in many areas. The first is language learning. Kemudian ada translation, natural language processing or NLP, and error analysis in writing or speech. Understanding deep structure means understanding how language actually works in the brain. Okay. Sometimes in life, what we say is not exactly what we want or what we mean. Like when someone says, mistakes we are made, but deep down we know they mean is I made a mistake. That's the difference between surface and deep structure. One is what we show and the other is what we mean. Okay, understanding the difference helps us become not only better speakers but also better listener. Next is Next is surface structure. The definition: surface structure is the syntactic form of a sentence that appears after transformational rules have been applied to the deep structure. It represents the final visible structure, the one we actually say or write. The purpose is to provide the sentence with its final grammatical form. It is what we interpret phonetically and visually. Serve communication purpose while retaining the underlying meaning from deep structure. This is the example. Ini adalah contoh perubahan dari deep structure menjadi surface structure. Contohnya the boy at the cake. Transformasinya adalah passive transformation, yang mana berubah menjadi the cake was eaten by the boy. Kemudian ada kalimat deep structure yaitu the girl is reading a book. Transformasinya adalah question. Dan jadi is the girl reading a book, and the deep structure itu contohnya ada she can drive a car. Dan transformasinya itu menggunakan negation yang mana berubah menjadi she cannot drive a car. Multiple surface form one deep structure. One deep structure can result in more than one surface structure. For example, deep structure-nya itu the girl read the book. Surface form, the book was read by the girl. Did the girl read the book? The girl didn't read the book. What did the girl read? Jadi dari kalimat the girl read the book atau deep structure-nya itu bisa diubah menjadi banyak jenis kalimat ini jika udah dirubah menjadi surface form. Bisa menjadi the book was read by the girl atau yang tadi itu adalah passive transformation atau question transformation atau yang negation transformation atau WH transformation. All share the same core meaning but have different surface form. Jadi mereka itu menyampaikan makna yang sama tetapi dengan aturan surface yang berbeda gitu. Okay, next. Importance of surface structure. Communicative function. It allows a sentence to be grammatical and meaningful to listener or reader. Interpretation. It helps us understand how ideas are expressed differently. For example, passively, interrogatively. Clarity in structure. It shows how structure affects emphasis in meaning. So deep structure versus surface structure. So the aspect is visibility. Kalau visibility-nya di structure itu abstrak, sedangkan surface structure itu observable. Fokusnya itu di structure itu fokusnya kepada artinya, sedangkan surface structure itu kepada form. Kemudian fungsinya before transformation and final version after transformation. For example, the boy at the cake and surface structure-nya itu tadi the cake was eaten by the boy. Okay, next. Ini so this is the part 2. So diagram, tree diagram, okay? Jadi ada kalimat the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dogs. Jadi itu adalah the sentence-nya ya. Jadi di sini itu subjek NP-nya itu the quick brown fox. Yang mana verbs-nya adalah jump. Prepositional phrase over the lazy dog as just indicating direction or location. So the fox jump over the dog adalah di structure-nya. Kemudian next ada the girl who is wearing a red dress is dancing. Main subjeknya itu the girl, relative clause-nya adalah who is wearing a dress red, and main predicate adalah is dancing. So the deep structure contains an indented clause. The girl is wearing a red dress is nested inside the NP modifying girl. Next, Zephano saw the Yehezkiela with the telescope. So jadi ini ada dua kemungkinan. Jadi ini ada dua kemungkinannya karena kalimat ini tuh termasuk kalimat yang ambigu. Jadi ada dua interpretation. Yang pertama adalah instrumental yang mana Zephano use the telescope to see Yehezkiela. The structure-nya Zephano saw the Yehezkiela with the telescope. The second is interpretation modification. Yehezkiela had the telescope. The structure-nya adalah Zephano saw Yehezkiela who had telescope. In the structure analysis, the placement of with the telescope change the meaning. It can be attached to the verb or saw or to the noun Yehezkiela. Next, she believes that the earth is round. The structure-nya, this sentence contain a complement clause. Main clause-nya she believes, and then the clause itu the earth is round. In the structure, the indented sentence function as the object of the verb belief. Next, and last, the house where I grew up has been demolished. Jadi structure-nya adalah subjeknya itu adalah the house, and relative clause-nya adalah where I grew up, modifies house, main predicate-nya adalah has been demolished, and the structure indents the clause I grew up in the house into the NP house via a relative clause. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.